places to be. It's winter, end of winter. I haven't been here for the last 2 months, June and July. I normally do fish here in June and July, but the last 2 months I haven't been here. You can see it's a little bit dry, very dusty on the roads, but today is over 30 degrees, and yeah, I'm very hopeful that there'll be some fish around. It's very late, unfortunately. I've only got maybe an hour to fish. I got delayed. It's busy this time of the year with trade show and that, so take a bit of time with my customers. So got you a bit late today, and hopefully I'll be able to get some targets for you guys. Yeah, this is typical. There wasn't a breath of wind until I opened the door and got out. All of a sudden that wind came out of nowhere. It's been lovely up until now. There was a big croc lying here. Don't know where he's gone to. He just waddled off into the water here. But look at the algae. The algae is terrible. Oh, this wind is pumping now. Yeah, I wanted to fly fish, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do much fly fishing in this conditions. Anyway, I've got some bait, so I'm going to put some bait on, and I'm here. May as well give it a chance. But yeah, it's been perfect until I got here. What I got here is a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, running sinker. It's a 1/4 ounce running sinker, and then I got a bit of steel trace. It's a Sensation steel trace, the Lynx black tiger wire, onto a 2.0. This is an Aberdeen hook from BKK. Just got to watch out for that crocodile. I don't know where he went to. He was right here. You can see the stuff is terrible. No, just get a bit deeper out. That's a nice cast. I hope all that grass is gone from here. And I walk all the way around to that side and see what happens. I wanted to bring my bait runner and get it in time. Bait runner is much easier for tiger fishing. And I have to do my old tricks again. I got a feeling I'm right on top of that roadway. I don't think it's a good spot there. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring it in. Yeah, right in the weed. I'm going to bring it in because it's drifted over on top of that road. Actually felt a few nibbles there. But no, it's all still on there. Yeah, this stuff is terrible. Man. I really wanted to do some fly fishing, but not going to happen in this yucky water. It's not very far, but I think it's a better option. So a lot of guys have been asking me about the launch site here. Questions I've had on the videos, and that is that you know, it is quite tough because it is quite flat. You know, this area is not very deep. It doesn't drop off very quickly. So you'll look at the direction of the road that runs out this way. It's very shallow. If you go on the road, you're going to go back probably 50 to 100 meters before it gets deep enough to launch a boat. But what we do is, if we come here on the left hand side and the right hand side, probably this left hand side as we're looking now is probably the best way just to turn off your boat. Just jackknife it a little bit and then it drops down more here. So this road is on a mound and you drop off on the side here. Once you jump in the boat, it's best to have all your passengers on the boat already, because there are quite a few crocodiles around here. You don't want to walk in the water too much. And then go out from there, go out in the direction of sort of like the end of the mountain, or behind these trees. It gets deeper quicker out there. And then for the family, if the family don't want to go fishing or out in the boat, this little area here is wonderful. So pitch your little gazebo, bring your little brine down to the edge here, and you can come and sit down here and catch fish quite easily off the side as well. I enjoy it here. There's a lot of animals around here as well. Of course, when the dam drops a little bit, but I don't think it's going to drop a bit. Normally it drops in winter, and it's still full. So I don't think we're going to see this dam dropping much unless they release a lot of water out. If they release the water out, then the fishing is a little bit better out here. It's a little bit deeper water, but generally I fish in this area. There's 2 trees there. Anywhere between the 2 trees, you don't want to throw on top of the road because it is shallow. And then from say that pylon that's straight in front of us to the left there, that sort of area gets deep as well, and I might move my rod to the side now as well, because there between that tree and sort of that pylon straight in front of us is pretty much a good spot for fishing. So I'm going to give it 10 minutes here. I had 1 bite, and then it's gone very quiet after that. Might have been something swimming into the line, and then I'm going to try here. But as I say, I haven't got much time today. Hopefully the morning's better, and I'll give it a good bash quickly in the morning before work. Yeah, I've been here for 10 minutes now, and nothing much is happening. You know, if I'd got here earlier, the better side to be now with the wind blowing like it is actually on the other side there by the pump house, which is easily accessible from here. You simply drive out on, when you're coming down, instead of turning left towards the launch site, you turn right and then go through the gates on the other side there. The gates are unlocked, you just got to open and close them behind you, and then drive around to the pump house. That to me would be a much better option today with this wind, because it's basically on that side you'll be protected by the mountains, and also most of that green slime will be blowing off that bank and not onto the bank. So at the moment it's blowing onto this area, so it is quite a yucky spot to fish. But that side too, yeah, it's not too bad fishing there. I wouldn't say it is, you know, I feel a lot less comfortable fishing there by myself, because there are a lot of people involved there. Here I'm perfectly safe. I have no fear on this side here, but it is there. If you're going that side, I would recommend that you'd go with a few guys. I've never had any incidences, and I've never heard of any problems there, but it's best just to make sure. Just go along with a couple of the guys. Anyway, I'm going to reel in. I'm going to try a different spot now and see. Well, that is that from me for today. I'm going to see what the weather's like in the morning. If the wind is not blowing, I'll try some fly fishing. It would be better to go to the other side, but maybe the wind changes tonight and blows the screen away a bit. That's the problem here today, is that green slime. There's definitely a lot of very small fish around, but nothing decent. So yeah, wrong choice today. I should have gone to the other side. I should have shot around there quickly. At least I would have had like 45 minutes of fishing or so in a sort of better conditions. But I stuck it out here and got lots of bites, but no fish. But yeah, if you come and you got this slime on this side, your best choice is go around to the pump house there and fish off there. The hippos are moving in here as well, and then little croc was here. I don't know where he's gone to now. I think he's here in the bushes here. But yeah, that sun's almost over that horizon now, and I think it's time for me to pack up. But yeah, let me show you the chalet I'm staying at now. It's beautiful. I love this chalet. Chalet number 3, and let me go through that with you quickly. Yeah, so this is chalet number 3. It's pretty dark in here at the moment. I hope you can see. Our little table area. Have your breakfast and dinner. Normal kitchen. The other one. Fridge. Everything there. Bedroom. 4 beds. Big toilet area. And yeah, unfortunately it's a bit dark in here, but that's the tub. I'll try and do it in the morning. Bathtub. That's a big bathtub, and then across there's the outside shower. I don't know. I need to have a shower now because I'm full of green slime. That's it. Into the open air. Beautiful place. I got a little popper, little tiny Alco popper. The wind has died a little bit, but I think there's just too much weed here for the fly at the moment. And the other ball, man, yo, look at them, they're right here. I heard some massive chasers inside the bush here. Oh, there we go, there we go. I don't know if you guys saw that. I think I just scared a barbel. Oh, another one, look at them, man. I think I need to put that fly rod out. Those things are sitting on the edge there. They're sitting in the shallows. Turned my camera off and I got absolutely smoked by a monster tiger right there. And there goes my popper. Giant tiger. So that, oh yeah, you can see the ripples and that there. That. Gone. Popper gone. I love that popper. Alright, so I'm going to go through a bit of the tackle that I take with to Nkonkoni when I go there. As you know from watching my videos, I always tend to lose, well, not lose, but leave a lot behind. So I'm going to go through the stuff that I take with. You'll see lately I've been fishing a lot with the Psycho stick rod. It's mainly because it fits nicely in my car. It's a travel rod. It's a 4-piece rod, the Psycho stick. It's called the All-Rounder. It's a 7-foot medium heavy, fast action, and yeah, it's a 4-piece. As you can see, there's 2, and then there's 2 on there. I won't take the whole thing apart, but yeah, I enjoy it. It's a nice weight. It's the 4-piece doesn't restrict it to what I thought it would be. Normally it's best to fish with a 1-piece rod, but yeah, I'm enjoying this rod. It's lovely for tigers. Obviously, if I was going to go up to, you know, sort of like Central Africa and places like that to go and fish, I would take something a little bit stronger like the Ingwesh rod. And if you want something that's really, really good, then look at that Ingwesh rod. It's made by Sensation, and it's got everything you need for a tiger rod. It's an extra heavy rod, although it's still light enough to fish with. You can use it for bait fishing, you can use it for spinning and that as well. But for me, this is what I use. I like to take a 4,000 size reel. Okuma has a huge variety of reels to take with. One of them that I fish a lot with, you'll see, is the Inspira. This one here is a CMA HD. All of them are super smooth. They're really, really nice reels. And the one that I'm looking forward to getting hold of now is the new Sapphire, which has just been released now. If you're going to be fishing with bait, I highly recommend that you use a bait runner reel. It makes life much easier. I haven't been using it for a while at the dam on my videos and that, but It's because I've always had the older version of this, and I'm wanting to get a new one. So I've got the new Barbarian 40, and there we go. The bait runner feature is so much easier fishing from the bank. Basically, you're gonna this one is set up for river fishing, but I'll just take that leader off the top and I'll go down. What I've got underneath there is 20 pound braid on there. You can go anything from 20 to 30 pound is probably maximum what you need there. So the 4000 reel is nice. The nice thing about the bait runner function is that it can run very smoothly. You always see me putting a stone on the line so it runs easily, or leaving it just open like that, the bail open like that, because the tigers, as soon as they feel a bit of weight on it, they don't want to hold it. They take it much easier if there's no weight on it. They can run easily. And the bait runner function and the bait runner reel is brilliant from the bank. There again, you can go up to an 8-foot rod on this, maybe even 10 foot. A nice 10-foot carp rod, soft carp rod, would be ideal for bank fishing there. A lot of people don't fish on the bank, so it hasn't been very popular. Most guys fish from the boat when they go there, but I tell you, the bank fishing is just as good as the boat fishing, if not better. You're a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, the line I used, the braided line, I've now latched on to the new Boss Perma Black. Yeah, I highly recommend you look at a 30 pound. I've got 15 pound because I use it for other things as well, but I do get broken off a lot. 30 pound is the ideal sort of braid for fishing out there for tiger fish. Also, if you get stuck in that, you'll see I lose barbel and that all the time. Yeah, that's the rods, the Ngwesh, the Psycho stick. And if you haven't got money and you're looking for something budget, one of the nicest rods is the Sensation Rapid Spin. Very nice little rod, also available in a 7-foot medium heavy. And then yeah, it's cheaper reels like the Revenger, those little Revenger, the new Avenger that's coming now as well. They're brilliant reels, and they could handle just about anything at a sort of budget price. Obviously, if you're going inland, you want to spend more money on your tackle. Yeah, and then other important things is from the braid, you need to go to a fluorocarbon line. I use the LB fluorocarbon. I use a 25 or a 30 pound. Okay, this is the 50 pound because I couldn't find where I put my 30 pound. It's somewhere in my bag. But I wouldn't go 50 pound there. I think it's a bit of an overkill. But 30 pound fluorocarbon leader is excellent. Ideal for just about any situation. The hooks I take with, I found that these are some of the best hooks that you can get. Is the BKK, the Aberdeen hooks, 4.0, 3.0, 2.0. They're quite nice for bait fishing. The BKK bait holder hooks as well. They're very, very good for bait fishing too. They got a little difference between them and this one is a little bait holders on the back. So when you're putting chicken liver on or chicken hearts on or something, they stick on a little bit better. This I like more for your bait fishing and that. Now other hooks I like to use, I don't have any here. Well, I do, but they're not in the packet. The most popular hook that I use out in that place there is the it's called a Power Plus. It's made by Sensation as well, the Sensation Power Plus hook. That's what it looks like. There's one there. This is a 4.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, up to a 5.0 is actually very good. In fact, the guys, the local guys even use up to an 8.0. You can see the difference here if you look very carefully there. This has got a cutting blade on there, very, very, very sharp. You can see underneath there, it's got a little blade on there. So these are cheap hooks. And if you're going to be throwing in a lot of bush and things like that, that's the way to go instead of going with the more expensive hooks. These are super strong and they'll handle just about anything that you got there. The other ones, of course, I use is circle hooks. Circle hooks I use mainly on sort of like live baits and that. The best circle hook that I found there is the BKK Mutsu circle. This little one here from a 4.0, a 5.0 up to a 7.0. Works well. 8.0, 7.0, yeah, 7.0 or so for the live bait, and then the other one is the competition circles. competition circle. So what I like about the competition circle is they're a much wider gape. If you look at that opening there, it's much wider, and it's nice for a live bait. Gives you a better purchase on the tiger when it bites. And then the wire to the hook, from the hook to the wire, I like to use these Sensation Pro Series tiger traces. They're pretty cheap, as you can see, and they're very easy to use. Let's see, I've got some of them in my little box. This is all I take with when I go. These little boxes here. I got that one stuck. But if you look at the little fast catch clip on the end there, it's pretty easy to use. So if you want to put them on a hook, these hooks, these are the pitching hooks. These are also brilliant. These hooks. This is the BKK pitching hooks. The new ones that have come in, the armor point ones, are actually much better. It's a thinner gauge than this, but I like these for the soft plastics because they got a little keep at the back there, and it just stops it from pulling out. But to use that, you basically take that little clip on there, twist it on, and then you're ready to go. Ready to go. Off you go. There's nothing to it. Pretty simple. It's nice as well there that your bait comes on there. You can tie your cotton in that around there, and it stays quite nice. And then also for your soft plastics, rigging soft plastics, because of that little thing there, it doesn't pull out so easily. So all you're going to do with a soft plastic, dogs have got into this lot, and there's dog hair everywhere, is just run it through, bring it out the belly, it just weights it down in the belly, and pop that on so that it goes over that little bait keeper there, and that's basically it. You just fish it like that, clip it on, clip it off, and off you go. So the reason why we go for black wire as opposed to any other color is just that it's much easier, or less visible for the tigers to see the black wire. Well, if you're making your own traces, like I often do, or if you're putting bait traces together, then the black tiger wire is a must. 30 pound is what you need at the dam. You don't need much more than that. I've got 40 pound here, but 30 pound is fine. It's ideal. It's easier to tie knots. You can see some of my older videos how to tie knots and that. Flies, I've just recently started fly fishing there. Unfortunately, every time I get there, the wind is blowing. So I bought a couple of flies. Those are some of my old bass flies and that. So black red, they say, works well there. Black orange works well there. These have already got little wires tied on, so I've already got them on there, and then I just attach that with fluorocarbon to the, and so beautiful little boxes these as well. If you're looking for something simple, these little boxes by Bayo. Got all my hooks in that I need in there. I got some spare wires in there, smaller hooks for the tilapia, and then all my tiger hooks stay in there. So that's a nice little setup there. Yeah, the fly rod and fly reel I can't reach all the way there. The Stealth Catalina, it's the one I've chosen for there. It's a beautiful rod. Comes in a beautiful tube. You can put your name in there if you want, or whatever line you got on there. 9 foot. I've chosen the 8 weight. I want to catch some big tigers this year, and then I've gone with the Tanzanite reel. This is just a 6 weight reel, but absolutely silky smooth reel. Absolute stunning reel this, yeah. So yeah, and it's color coded with the rod, so recently started with that, and hopefully I'll be getting some fish now in the summer, coming into the summer now. Colors of soft plastics that I use, as I showed you here how to put the soft plastics on together. There's a couple of different colors. So the new color that I want to try this year, because it looks so much like a little tilapia, is this green pumpkin flash. So the tiddler and the green pumpkin flash, tiddler in the there's a fire crawl. It's a new color as well, which orange always works well there. That hot orange is deadly there. And I think it's a tiddler, I don't have one in the color there, but that fire crawl color looks awesome. It's going to work for me there. One of my favorite colors in the dam in the beginning was the Houdini by Zoom Houdini shade, or this is very similar in color. It's got that, like, this is actually, I don't know, it's unique. It's got like a pearl with a blue fleck in the bottom, and then a watermelon red on the top. Watermelon red baitfish, they call it in McCarthy, and I think that color as well is going to be deadly at that dam. So those are some of the colors I use. The other color that works quite well there is this. This is gone crazy. Yeah, this is anyway. I'll have to put the color in the description there because I can't remember it now. But that's anything with like the chartreuse belly, pink back, bright sort of colors. Of course, then the other one that works extremely well there is a bronze back. Bronze back I've used. You can use it in the tiddler, or you can use it in the little slinky. This is a 4.5 inch slinky, a 5.5 inch slinky, and yeah, they all work extremely well, exactly the same way like that. You leave the hook open like that. You can put a little stinger hook at the back there if you want, but unfortunately tigers do mess these things up, but they do love them. They really love them. I've hooked more on soft plastics than anything else in that dam. If you're fishing, then you want to start using hard baits and that. These Sensation make a lovely range. This is the best range, the little Sensation SD4s and that. They got a nice variety of colors and they all work well. What I would do is change them up for single hooks. It's much easier to get the tiger off there, and then of course the bigger ones which seem to be stuck in my table, that Sensation make one specifically for tigers. These ones I use a lot offshore and they are a little bit rusted now, but this is the baby tiger color, and that works well. You get a ST Tiger 2. Yeah, there's a variety of different shapes and sizes and that for them. So variety of different colors. The orange as well, the bright oranges work very well. As you saw in this video earlier on, throwing poppers. This is the Helco popper. The tigers also love poppers as well, but not unlike me. Don't forget to put a little steel wire on the front, otherwise you are going to lose them. Poppers, glide baits and that is something that I want to fish with this year and try them out, because if they're eating live bait, I'm pretty sure they'll eat these big glide baits and that as well. All come with PK hooks on, pretty solid. They'll handle quite well. Very nice looking little glide baits. You get a smaller one as well, which I can't wait to test out. Those are all the little things that you need to take with. Another essential here is your little grips. They don't come in this color anymore. They come in a blue, and yeah, very nice little soft plastic. They're not going, well, they're hard plastic, but they're not going to damage the tiger as well. I don't like to use the steel ones. So there's that. You get a smaller one as well if you want to travel around with a smaller little one. That's a great little one to take with you. It's also nice for your scale if you want to weigh it. You hook it on and just hook him up onto the scale. Another very, very important little tool to take along is the little curve. This is called a 5.5 curve. It's got a split ring holder there. It's got scissors on it, and then it's got a little wire cutter as well. And that wire cutter works very well for up to 30-40 pound. So this has got everything you want on there. Unfortunately, sometimes you do hook them deep, and you need to use something a little bit longer than this to get the hook out. I normally like to take a pair of forceps down. You can get down. So yeah, these you can get. Yeah, Sensation, keep them under the Eagle Claw brand. They are quite pricey, but you can pick these up at the pharmacy. Little stainless steel ones as well. They're very nice to have in your bag. The hooks that I want to try this year are their new Permalocks. They're really good hooks. You can see how nice and thin gauge they are, but they're pretty strong. So I think these are going to do well, especially the flipping hook under the BKK range. So that is definitely something I'm going to try this year. As far as scent goes, I do use scents and that in my packets. You don't always see me putting it in because I already put them in when I buy them. I normally use the Pro scent, but normally all you do is even the Yum crawfish scent. So every time I get a packet, there's just 2 or 3 squirts in there. You don't need a lot, and then you close the packet up again. It helps them, stop from sticking together, and it just absorbs that scent into them. Now, a lot of people buy this stuff and then every time they cast, they spray a bit on there. It's wasting it. All you need to do is spray it into the bag and let it be absorbed into the plastic. Just gives a little bit more attraction to the fish. Other little things that you need along on the banks is a little bank stick. This is you can get a little telescopic one. This is one that I actually picked up on the bank there a couple of years ago. Somebody left it behind, and then that was at the main campsite on the other side. And then they're always nice just to stand your rod on and keep it out the mud. You often see me chucking it up on a tackle box or on rocks and that, but that's a much better idea. And then as far as Nkonkoni goes, they got just about everything there. So if you've forgotten your bait behind, if you've forgotten your cotton behind, which is also important, if you've forgotten your tackle, your hooks and things like that, they got a small little tuck shop type thing there, and they keep the basic stuff there, so you can get it from Nkonkoni as well. One thing I highly recommend is that you take with some water. The water is okay to drink there if you boil it and that. I just anywhere I go in the country, I take water with me. So I normally take a 5 litre with me when I go, and I make my tea and everything with the water. But other than that, it's a beautiful place in Nkonkoni, and you're really going to enjoy it. And this time of the year is excellent. Right now, right through summer, it does get a bit hot, and it does get a bit windy and that, but it is good. Lots of other little lures that I want to try this year. There's Sensation makes a new tiger jig, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, I don't have one with me. And then I see the guys are catching a lot on these like chatterbait type lures. These what do they call them? Sort of like it's just like a swimming jig basically. And I'm keen to test these out. I'm pretty sure the tigers will kill these little skirts, but that doesn't matter because you can just put a little it's got a little hook on there to put your little soft plastic on the back there, and just chuck that thing and just drag it along. Swimming jigs as well, the old Hayabusa swimming jigs as well, that'll also work there. Put a little paddle tail on the back there and off you go. So this the action is going to be really good now. And unfortunately for me, when I got there it was the other day now, the wind was just terrible. It was blowing all that green slime onto the bank, and I just didn't really have the opportunity to fish or to catch anything. As soon as the wind changed the next day, the fishing did get good. Unfortunately, I didn't take bait down, but the other guys that were there, they caught some good fish the next day. But anyway, Nkonkoni this time of the year is excellent, and I think you guys should get out there, give them a shot. The hosts there is Lee and Manuel Rodriguez, and they are fantastic people, and they'll help you out with just about anything. They'll give you a lot of tips and hints of where to go and where the fishing is as well. They hear from all the people daily. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys.